I hope you like this plant. I pushed it over here just for you. Today is the day of fun, colorful data. It is Spotify Wrapped. And as much as I like to talk about how Spotify is not going to pay 2/3 of its artists starting next year, 2/3 of the tracks on the platform. Incorrect. I do love a colorful, fun graphic and an excuse to all share our highly personalized music tastes and pretend that everyone else cares. I also like that Wrapped always throws in a couple of fun things beyond the usual statistics. This year I found out that I'm meant to live in Berkeley, California. Don't know how I feel about that, but if I'm not mistaken, Amoeba Records is there, so that's nice. I am also an alchemist. I make playlists. Weird year, not my favorite year, I might add, but there's always some good music. My top songs this year featured Caroline Polachek, Dora Jar, Olivia, Rodrigo, and Lana Del Rey. Makes sense. I was also really happy. The cardinal sin of being an artist is being in your own Wrapped at the end of the year. It's kind of like Googling yourself, but worse. And though I was for the past couple of years, I dethroned myself. I'm very proud. And yeah, I mean, my top artists basically reveal I like pumpkin spice lattes, but with a twist. We got Lana, we got T Swift, we've got CP, we've got the 1975, and we've got Olivia Rodrigo. And maybe I'm an unreliable narrator, but I thought it would be fun to share what I consider to be my favorite projects of this year, in no particular order. Would also love to hear your thoughts if there's someone I'm severely sleeping on. I thought the Wrapped first would be helpful so we can see what kind of little lens we're looking at here. So, my biggest artist this year was Lana Del Rey, and I think that's largely because of, did you know that there's a Tunnel Under Ocean Blvd, which is a masterpiece? Norman Rockwell really kind of got me on board of the Lana universe, but this album I will continue to hold and cherish and sing in the shower. I think my favorites: title track, A&W, Let the Light In, Grandfather Please Stand. That's not what it's called. What's it called? The shoulders of my father while he's deep sea fishing. Grandfather, please stand on the shoulders of my father while he's deep sea fishing. See, I knew it. I just had to sing to it. I think before I was kind of averse to slower music, but maybe it's just because I'm slightly older, but I really long for the slow, also just being hyper stimulated by everything. It's perfect hope for emotional, sensitive souls that long to turn pain into beauty. And it's just a comforting piece of work. I think there's an immense beauty to the way she can capture scenes and feelings of normalcy and familial ties. Her work is so tender, but it does not shy away from being twisted from time to time. Next, we have to talk about Desire, I Want to Turn Into You. Incredible piece of work. I love Caroline Polachek. I need to make a whole video on her incredible career, but yeah, this album's incredible. It's super innovative. She's a huge producer and engineer, which means a lot to me, but Welcome to My Island, the remix of Welcome to My Island, also incredible. Pretty Impossible, which ended up being my top song for the year, and Smoke are probably my favorites. Feels like a very optimistic piece of work, makes me want to experiment, which usually means I'll be revisiting that piece of work for a long time. Okay, Softscars by Yeule. Yeule is so cool. I need to make an entire video about them as well. Softscars is such a universe. I think Yeule's very good at creating those spaces, but I liked that this album had a bit more thrash to it, I perceive, than their earlier works, though with songs like Mandy you would see some of it come out. But my favorites, probably Softscars and For I You Too, I listen to all the time. I feel like that song has so much staying power. And yeah, I love it. Okay, Guts by Olivia Rodrigo completely took me by surprise. I've already made a video on her, but wow. Love this piece of work. I love that she's going in more of a narrowed direction. You can definitely feel more of her rock influences, which I love. All American beep. Bad Idea, right? Lacey. So gorgeous. Love the songwriting. Super tenable and approachable while still being smart, clever, and just bops. Bops. I always admire when people can take something that's sad or imperfect and make you want to dance to it. That's something I really admire. And I feel like whenever I make sad stuff, I make a lot of sad stuff, but it just ends up sounding sad. So, okay, The Land is Inhospitable and So Are We by Mitski. I obviously love Mitski, but this one, more of a Western feel. Again, I love it when artists just commit to the bit, you know? My Love, All Mine. Classic for the ages. Wedding Dance, just a dance. Such a good song. And I Don't Like My Mind is now a favorite comfort song. The way Mitski can tease out details like eating the whole cake on Christmas because her work schedule is too tight, but she's trying to find a consolation prize is so incredible to me. And she grabs your emotions and does not let go, but tenderly pats you on the back. I don't know. Okay, Going, Gone by Hemlocke Springs. Hemlocke Springs is incredible. I got to see her in New York, which was amazing. What a show. And I've just been so impressed to see how she handles her rapid rise, or what it feels like on the outside, and continue to put out such cool, refreshing work. Obviously, we love Girlfriend, but I think my favorite two new additions are probably Anyone and POS. Such a bop. The music videos are also very cool too. It's like such an inventive way of creating music. I feel like all of Hemlocke Springs' discography feels cohesive, and yet every song more or less kind of has its own world, which I think can be difficult to achieve. We also have Fall of a Midwest Princess. Again, another artist whose rise has been really cool to watch. Chappell Roan makes distinct pop bops, and it is so clear. So many jams on this album, but favorite is definitely Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl. Such a good song. But you also get tender moments like Casual, which I really like, and of course Red Wine Supernova, which anyone can dance to. TikTok has done a really good job of bringing some amazing artists to the forefront. I will give it that. And another of those is Sarah Kinsley. I don't think it's an album, but her EP is great. Love God and Black Horse are my favorite, especially the line, "Stop being the firstborn daughter in your American dream." I'm butchering it, but that's a moment that I hold and I come back to on a regular basis. And finally, we got to talk about Frost Children. Okay, this duo, incredible. Their live show, bananas. Their production, bananas. They put out two albums this year. I just think their output is incredible and some of the most innovative, exciting things I've heard in the last bit. I think my favorite so far probably Flatline, and then off of their new album Hearth, there's a song called Bob Dylan, which is almost like an existential conversation. It's just so cool, and it really makes you want to push your art, and I think the best art kind of does that, and it's so inspiring to see them hold to their vision and still connect with so many. But yeah, those were my favorite projects. Am I missing anything? Please let me know. And thank you to any of those who listened to my music this year. Honestly, like seeing the big number thing I can't really feel it. It feels weird to me. Like I can't fathom. My brain cannot compute past 10. But it did mean a lot that like my most shared tracks, especially All the Voices in My Head and Gone Sour, which I consider to be some of the weirder ones, but also some of the most authentic, that meant a lot to me. And then also like the fact that I got to be in the top 10 artists for over 250 people. That is so wow. I can't believe it. But yeah, I want to hear your thoughts. Who is on your Wrapped? What music am I missing? What tracks am I sleeping on? Please, please, please. This is my favorite thing to discuss. So please give me some ear candy. Thank you. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.